We're here at John O'Quinn Field as we wind our way toward the end of another college football season. One of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Baylor Bears and the Houston Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, the Cougars head coach told me before the game he understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Bears ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Wigman. Fires to the right. Nearly intercepted. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got a man. It's Walker. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Oh, pressure's coming. On the move, he fires. Right side, it's Miller. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
The Bears come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Throwing, Lagway. Makes the catch. It's Turner. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Look out! He's on the move. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
3rd and 3. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
And the Bears looking to convert on 4th down. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Makes a catch. They will score. Touchdown, Baylor! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Sanford. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think...
Room to the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Houston wants to play fast.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times, they're just...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Searching for space. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Grab near the marker. It's Turner. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Escapes the pressure to his right. On the run, fires downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. A first down for the offense. The run inside. It's Hughes. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On the move. Fires on the move. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Third and long coming up. Wants to throw. It's Wigman. Out wide right, it's Broussard. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Lagway. Back's got it on the screen. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a third and long. From the gun on third down, Lagway. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt, making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other.
Upstairs, he's got it. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Pulls it in. It's Thomas. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Sets his feet. It's Wegman. Out wide left. It's Hughes. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Looking for running room. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Turns into the pile. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Lagway to pass. Rush right in his face. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. He's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
They'll try the counter. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Throws to the wideout. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sellers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Wigman. Hauls it in. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out. You recover it, a forced turnover.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Flagway wants to throw. Right side, it's Smith. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Stepping to the right. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Breaks through, it's Turner. Across the 45. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing, Lagway. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Escapes the pressure going right. He'll get rid of it. Got a man in the middle. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Turns it upfield. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. This will likely be the last play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 14 team, the NC State Wolfpack. And it's the Tar Heels coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
Play fake Lagway. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown Bears. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This could end up being the biggest drive of the game. Down 21-0, you have to keep it from getting out of hand. Out wide right, it's Walker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Hughes. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He now has 79 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Houston going up-tempo.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10.
This is what's so hard as a defense, trying to stop this dual-threat quarterback, because on the previous play, he hurt you with his arm, and then on this one, he hurts you with his feet. They're going to have to do a better job of getting pressure on him, making him get rid of the football or go down with it, because his speed and his arm talent right now is a problem.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moves the pocket. It's Henderson. Caught over the middle. It's Walker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Cougars with the 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, going to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted.
Intercepted by Baylor. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15.
Hey, guys, I'll be really curious to watch this offense down the stretch and see how they handle this. They've got a big lead. They can probably just continue to run the football. I like how the running back stayed in bounds right there, too. Keep the clock moving. Or do they like their numbers? Do they want to continue to put the gas pedal to the floor, be aggressive, try to score points? Be interested to see how they handle this situation.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Looks as if he's going to run it. There he goes. He's at the 50. At the 30. Inside the touchdown Bears! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Moving out to the right. He's got it on the outside. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And the Cougars are in the hurry-up. Quick give. It's Hughes. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Headed to the edge, it's Turner. Turning it on! Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. To putting a bow on this one gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his feet. He breaks a tackle. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not... He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. And they scoop it up.
Yeah, and how about this defense? They've been struggling all day long. You're in a huge deficit, and you finally come up and make a play, block a kick. Maybe this creates some momentum now for your offense, and maybe they can go bail you out and make this a ball game.
Left side is Thomas. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Henderson. They're all over him. And they got him.
The game plan was simple on defense. They had to find a way to contain one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. And guys, not only have they contained him, they've completely shut him down. This offense has no points in this game. Remarkable job by the defense.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's another mistake for this young man. It's one thing to have 1 or 2 and miss a throw here or there, but he continues to put the ball in harm's way, continues to give it to the other team, and set his defense up in a bad position. That's 6 picks in 2 games.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now on the counter. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Caught. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short. You've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Trying to squeak through the pile. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Sanford. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Thrust that arm out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. That's caught. It's Walker.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to pass. It's Henderson. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Houston wants to play fast. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll run it. Breaks into the open. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
No matter how much college football changes, real